Hello, new friends, and Happy New Year. I hope your 2024 is off to an excellent start and that you have a good Christmas. Since it is the start of a new year, I thought that we could look at my new calendar together. I did a video before with the EWTN calendar, but I didn't think about doing it till March, and I thought this would be a better idea for the new year. So this particular calendar is not from EWTN. It is from my parish, and most parishes do give out a calendar at the beginning of each year, or really the end of each year, so you have it for January 1st. And this one, and I think most of them, are from the Catholic Extension, Building Faith, Inspiring Hope, and Igniting Change. Let me see, can we see this? Scoot this up. The official Catholic calendar for over 100 years. And then 100% of the proceeds from our calendars support our mission to build up vibrant and transformative Catholic faith communities among the poor in the poorest regions of America. So thank you. So I think maybe my parish bought a bunch of them because they did say it was a Christmas present for all of us. Real quick though, I wanted to show you. This is my new luggage that I got for Christmas. Isn't it so pretty? So I thought it would make a good base for this. So I have not looked at this calendar yet. We are going to explore it together. But without further ado, let's open it up and get started. So, unsurprisingly, we are going to start in January. Let's see if I can straighten this a little bit. There we go. And January starts. The feast is the Epiphany. And that's perfect because I'm actually filming this on the Epiphany, and I hope to get it out this weekend. So this beautiful picture, I'm glad I like that pink because I think we're going to be seeing a lot of it. Adoration of the Magi, Bartolome Esteban Murillo, 1655 to 1660, Toledo Museum of Art. So it says, Epiphany. From the east came the Magi to Bethlehem to adore the Lord, and opening their treasures, they offered precious gifts, gold for the great King, incense for the true God, and myrrh in symbol of his burial. Blessing of the home on Epiphany. And it is a Catholic tradition, not for everyone, but for some, to bless your home on Epiphany. In some parishes that I've been in, they'll even give you home blessing kits with chalk and holy water, so you can do it. If you're interested, I'm sure you could find it all online. So let's take a look. So here we are on the 6th. It's Epiphany, but it's moved to the 7th for the Sunday. Though this is the technical date for it. And then on the 8th, you can see the baptism of the Lord. And then we go right into ordinary time. And we can see all the different saints, the different days, who we celebrate on which day. Martin Luther King Jr. isn't a saint, but he is a holiday in the United States, or we honor him with a holiday. Oh, I forgot. You can't really see, but I'm wearing a special sparkly New Year's shirt for you, so we can celebrate together. And then down here, we have a little fun fact. Father Francis Clement Kelly founded Catholic Extension in 1905 to awaken the missionary spirit in America. So there we go. That's January. Let's take a look at February. Oh, so February, we've got Saints Francisco and Jacinta Marto. So they are from Our Lady of Fatima. And this says, let's read down here first. Francisco and Jacinta Marto, children of Fatima. This historical photo is attributed to Joshua Benoliel in 1917. I probably did not pronounce that name right, but okay. So, Jacinta with her brother, little Francisco, and her cousin Lucia make up the 3 little shepherds to whom the Virgin Mary appeared every month in Fatima, Portugal, from May to October 1917. We have a mother, so beautiful a lady, as the seers of Fatima said to one another as they returned home on that blessed day of May 13th, 100 years ago. That evening, Jacinta could not restrain herself and told the secret to her mother, "Today I saw Our Lady." We can take as our examples St. Francisco and St. Jacinta, whom the Virgin Mary introduced into the immense ocean of God's light and taught to adore him. This was the source of their strength in overcoming opposition and suffering. We have a mother clinging to her like children. And then Pope Francis said this at the Holy Mass and canonization of the 2 saints on May 13th, 2017. One of the ways you can sort of tell if there's a chance that like a vision or an apparition is real is if people's life gets better or worse. Because, usually you get a tasking and people doubting you. So let's see. The fact this time is Catholic Extension works in solidarity with people to build up vibrant and transformative Catholic faith communities among the poor and in America's poorest regions. And so let's see what we've got, shall we? We've got the presentation of the Lord, the temple, and then we've got Saint Blaise. This is one, if you're Catholic, you might remember you get your throat blessed with the candles. I used to like that when I was a kid. Not too much else. It's kind of funny to me that they put these saints in a month which was not one of the months where they had a vision, or when they were canonized. So, sure, there's a reason. Oh, the other big thing this month, of course, is Ash Wednesday starts. So if you're wondering, Ash Wednesday starts on Valentine's Day this year, so better eat all your candy on Mardi Gras. This isn't the first time this has happened. I remember other years like this. Alright, who's next? Oh yay, my personal favorite, or at least one of my very favorites. Saint Joseph. So in the Catholic Church, Saint Joseph actually has two feast days. On March 19th, and I forget the other date, maybe we'll find it, but he's celebrated both as the worker and as the spouse of Our Lady and Jesus' foster father. So in this beautiful picture, this is St. Raphael. The Dream of St. Joseph. I'm sorry, it's probably actually Gabriel. Anton Raphael Mengs, 1773 to 74. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this museum, but it's in Vienna. If you're there, you can go see it. And let's see what it says about St. Joseph. God entrusted him with the immense responsibility and privilege of being the husband of the Virgin Mary and custodian of the Holy Family, model of father and husband, patron of the Universal Church, workers, and good death. And we get a prayer with this one. To you, O blessed Joseph, do we come in our tribulation. O most watchful guardian of the Holy Family, O our most mighty protector, be kind to us, and from heaven assist us in our struggle. As once you rescued the child Jesus from deadly peril, shield too each one of us by your constant protection, so that, supported by your example and your aid, we may be able to live piously, to die in holiness, and to obtain eternal happiness in heaven. Amen. And that's Pope Leo XIII in his encyclical in Latin from 1889. So let's see what we learn about here in March. Last year, Catholic Extension's financial impact in the poorest Catholic communities was more than $100 million. Golly, that is a lot. So, you see, in this month, let me move this up. We have the Sundays of Lent, including Palm Sunday. Then we have Easter Sunday. So, pretty much all of Lent and Easter in March this year. And here we have St. Joseph. And of course, between Palm Sunday and Easter, we have Holy Week with Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Holy Saturday. And so these little signs, I'm sure the key is somewhere, but this must mean no meat. We don't eat meat on that day. I don't know what the V means. Did it say somewhere? I'll keep an eye out. Alright. So now we are in April and we'll be in Easter season. We can do it a little backward this time. In 1910, Pope Pius X made Catholic Extension a papal society to serve in the United States. So each month we get a little Catholic Extension fact. Now let's look at the beautiful art and see what we do this month. And perhaps not surprisingly, we will talk about Emmaus, the road to Emmaus, where Jesus was identified in the breaking of the bread. The Supper at Emmaus by Diego Velázquez, 1622 to 23, the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. And it happened that, while Jesus was with them at table, he took bread, said the blessing, broke it, and gave it to them. With that their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, but he vanished from their sight. Then they said to each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he spoke to us on the way and opened the scriptures to us?" And that's from Luke 24, verses 30 to 32. And so let's see what we'll celebrate in April, shall we? So we've got all, of course, the Easter feasts. Here we've got the Annunciation. Not too much else big. St. Mark, St. Catherine of Siena. We can't see that. St. Catherine of Siena. But the big thing will be the celebration of Easter during April. I mean, Easter Day is the last day of March, but Easter season. And then we go on to May, which is recognized as one of 2 months of Our Lady, the other being October. Visitation of the Blessed Virgin Mary. I'm not going to trace this whole thing, but I will do Mary because it looks so lovely. During those days, Mary set out and traveled to the hill country in haste to a town of Judah, where she entered the house of Zechariah and greeted Elizabeth. And Mary said, "My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord. My spirit rejoices in God my Savior. For he has looked upon his handmaid's lowliness. Behold, from now on all ages will call me blessed. The Mighty One has done great things for me, and holy is his name." So that's from Luke chapter 1, 39 to 40, and then 46 to 49. In this particular picture, where Mary is visiting her pregnant cousin Elizabeth, the mother of John the Baptist. The Visitation by Jerónimo Esquerra, the early 18th century, and it's in the Museo Carmen Thyssen in Malaga. Malaga? I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that. And let's see, we'll get our fact here. So it says Catholic Extension funds approximately 1,500 projects each year in the United States and its territories. Oh, here's St. Joseph the Worker in May. We had him as the spouse of Mary in March, you might remember, on the 19th. St. Athanasius, Philip and James, the Apostles. We have the Ascension of the Lord on this Thursday. It's always 40 days after Easter. And it's often moved, you'll see. So this is the day we officially, well, this is the official day of it, but this is the Sunday they move it to celebrate it. And then, of course, 50 days after Easter, we have Pentecost Sunday, the birthday of the church. Oh, and here's St. Rita, as some of you know. I like and admire her. She was very brave and strong. And the reason we have the Visitation up here is on the 31st. We have the Visitation. All right. So here we're at June, and we have St. John the Baptist. And this picture is St. John the Baptist by Titian, and let's see if I can get this in frame for you guys, 1550 to 1555 at the Museo del Prado in Madrid. And let's see what this says about him. So we've got St. John the Baptist. And ironically, he was beheaded, and I seem to have cut off his head here. Let's put that back in frame. So John the Baptist is the last of the prophets sent to prepare the way for the coming of the Lord. A man named John was sent from God. He came for testimony, to testify to the light, so that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to testify to the light. The true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world. And that's from the Gospel of John, not John the Baptist, John the Evangelist, John the Apostle, chapter 1, verses 6 through 9. All right, so now let's see. 1 in 5 Catholics lives in areas supported by Catholic Extension. So now by the time we get to June, we will be out of Easter. We had Pentecost last month. So we'll just have to see what's happening this month. We have Corpus Christi, the Most Sacred Heart of Jesus, the Immaculate Heart of the Blessed Virgin Mary, St. Anthony of Padua, and the Nativity of St. John the Baptist, and then St. Peter's and Paul, which is funny because by all accounts they did not get along very well, but they have to share a feast day. So it just goes to show you to try to go ahead and get along. Anyway, this video is already over 20 minutes, and I'm not super thrilled with the sound. So I am going to do the second half of the year in a different video, and that way you'll have 2 different ones to enjoy for relaxation. So thank you for joining me for January through June 2024, and I will talk